All right, I am now live on the page. Hey everyone, how you doing? Enriched coming to you from the comfort of my home here in Stafford, Virginia. And I haven't gone live in a while, and this is going to be sort of raw. So pardon me, I don't have any fancy things to put up behind me to show you, but this is the backdrop that I have. I want to talk to you about Hyperfund and is it a scam? And that question has come up recently. Is it a scam or is it a Ponzi scheme? And to my best knowledge, this is not neither one of those. And I'm going to show you some things as of why I say this. And most importantly about Hyperfund is that you need to do your own due diligence, ladies and gentlemen. Doing your own due diligence is extremely important because it will give you the knowledge that you need to make an informed decision, vice anything that I have to say, right? So let's get right to it. So I'm going to share my screen. And what I've done is I'm going to show you what's called a rebuy. Now, why I say this is not a scam and not a Ponzi is because just recently introduced someone to participate, and I've been doing this passively since October of 2020. Since October of 2020, I joined Hyperfund or Hypertech organization platform where we purchase a membership and they give you a reward on your membership of 0.5% every day. And this is what I did by myself for my family, and we want to build it from there. So we found out, based on our 401k and things of that nature, how we're losing money in our money market fund account, what we have there, and the amount of return has just dropped and dropped and dropped since COVID had taken over, right? So feel free to pop a question or anything if you want to, and I'll hit you up. But with Hyperfund, you have three things you can do, right? And one is the company will go ahead and 3 times your initial membership. I'll start off with a membership of 300. As soon as I put that over there in US Digital Tether, it went from 300 to 900. They will 3x, 3 times the amount that you give you. And in doing so, you have a 20-month commitment. And that 20-month commitment is about 600 days. Within 600 days, your contract or your commitment is complete. If you just let your 0.5% gain each day. Now, 0.5% on 300, well, it's not a lot. It's like $1.50. So $1.50, and it's converted over to what's known as HU, which is hyper units, and it's equivalent. It pairs up with US Digital Tether. And so that will build and build and build over a period of time, about 32 days, 33 days, and it reached a value of 50 HU hyper units. And with that said, that's when I could choose to just let it sit, and every time goes around, I collect and let it sit my 50 HU until the 600 days are up. And that will give me the value from my 300. It will give me my 900 that I can take to myself, send to an exchange or send to the digital wallet that they provide, digital credit card, right? With MasterCard or Visa. And that's the one reason why I say it is not a Ponzi scheme or anything like that, because you can take your money out as you get it based upon how much you want. Now, the second one is that you go ahead and do a rebuy, and a rebuy is where I'm not going to use the word compound because you're not compounding. What you're doing is you're acquiring another contract. So let's say I'm at 50 HU and I rebuy with that 50 HU hyper units. That 50 HU is now become 150, right? That 150 is good for another 20 months. And it just keep pounding and pounding and pounding and pounding and pounding. Pounding, not compounding, and building and building. That's how you go beyond just having 900 come back to you to a couple X amount of 4 or 5 figures coming back to you within 20-month time frame. Now, the third way is if you choose to, you can introduce other persons. They go through the due diligence, see what they want. They like what they want. Bada bing, bada boom. They decide to go ahead and partner with Hyperfund, purchase their memberships, and acquire their 0.5% reward based on their comfort zone. And that there will help to accelerate your own rewards back to yourself and some. So those are things that I'm not going to go far into detail because I really, really don't deal with it that much. And you can take your money out. You know, you have a Who Exchange, Who Wallet, and you get the debit card. When you can get your own money back when you want to, there you go. That's my story, and I want to stick to it. So let me screen share. I believe my screen share is up. And let's go over to it, and hopefully you can see this with no problem. Wait a minute. Let me come back over here. Let me come back over here and go to this, right? And hopefully we're good. There we go. And here's what I want to show you. That's the Hyperfund, right? So I started out with 300, and these are HU units. So my 300 became 900 right away. Now, when I click on my little eyelash here or here, it shows what's there just from the 300 I placed in, the 3 times itself. And this is all in hyper units, and hyper units is paired up with US digital tether, which is, you know, equivalent 1 for 1. And there you go. That's that story on that. Now you see this here. I'm going to click my daily rewards. When you participate and you grab your membership, you can do a 300, a 500, and 1,000. And, you know, when you click on that, you will click how many times you want to do it. So an example, if that was the case, and I'm doing a 300 hyper unit, 300 US digital tether, going to the membership to purchase it, you know, and I would just increase this value if I was doing 600, 900, 1,200, or something like that. So let me go back to this here. I'm going to show you this. So I'm excited to say that here it says rebuy. When I click on my rebuy, I have currently 177 hyper units available to utilize at 50 increments. So I can absolutely go 1, 2, 3 hyper units, okay, at 3 of the 50 rebuys of hyper unit. And then that'll be 150. And I will go ahead and click submit. Then it will ask me for my password, my transaction code, and I'll put in my transaction code, and I'm good to go. So to me, this is a platform that is not something that you consider as a scam or a Ponzi. So I'm gonna come back here so you can see me. And because this is just me working it. I am not that fancy dancy when it comes to screen shares and stuff like that. And hopefully you see me, not necessarily the screen share, but if that's the case, we will find out once I load this up. And this is going live out. And this, again, I am not a financial player. Do I claim to be one? I'm not a financial advisor or a licensed broker, nothing like that. I'm not paid by Hyperfund for anything. They don't give me any stipends for doing this type of video. And this video may not be that entertaining to you, but is informative to me and it's therapeutic for me. So it's been quite some time. So when you get a chance and you see this, kindly give a nice thumbs up, comment, and share the video because it's public. But however, you know, I'm not interested in going into anything else. I'm not. So don't even try to come to me with pitching about your new stuff. There's only a few platforms that I roll with, and that's where I'm going to stake, and that's where I'm going to stay. And I appreciate it. Big ups to Copy Pro Traders. Big up to Hyperfund. Big up to some of the GS partners over there, and they put some very little bit of activity in that one. But I believe in the progress, right? But this here is really taking advantage of where I want to give 20% of my net value that I will want to place into this every week and month. So my name is Enriched. I appreciate you. Have a great day. And again, comment, like, share, hit that little notification button, and so that you get to see anything else that I bring forward. Thank you again. All right. Time for me to end this. I'm out. Toodles, boodles. Let me remove this one thing from the screen share. And I want to stop that joint. And I'm out. There's no editing. This is it. This is live. Real talk. All right, everyone. Take care. See ya.